the white protagonist, male or female, has always been the insert for the underdog in other people's cultures because that's what they sold.
Right.
Like exotic culture, Tarzan. Exotic culture, Indiana Jones. Exotic culture, they've sold that for decades. The white character is the underdog.
And for the record, we love Kill Bill. We all love Kill Bill.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
Top tier Tarantino.
That's what's been sold as they're the underdog. You can't sell black guy underdog. They're too intense. It doesn't work.
Speaking of Shogun, am I the only one who finished Shogun?
Yes.
God.
Yeah.
Charles, you finished it, right? Yeah, because you're the only one I was bitching about it for the rest of the season. Episode 3 and up.
Bro, I checked out as soon as they went on a group swim. Soon as these niggas went on a swim together, bro. That's when it was like, I'm good, bro.
Okay.
I'm all right.
So let me explain the downfall of Shogun. So
ANJIN legacy.
ANJIN legacy, man. Like, so we got the first premise. We know that it's gonna be supposedly a white savior movie. White boy Englishman arrives in Japan. Feudal Japan gets interlocked in all their political conspiracies and war. The way it was presented, the cinematography, the act, everything, the acting, everything was top notch. You know, Hulu, FX, they bring it with their production value. They produce high quality, as best as you can, television, probably next to HBO Max, right? So by episode 3. There was that the swimming part was the tone shift a little bit, where you had ANJIN, the foreigner guy, taking a swim, right, with basically the warlord, you know what I mean? And it was like, okay. By episode 4, 5, and 6, it turned into a straight up romance.
Yeah.
It turned into a straight romance, and we were promised political intrigue. Almost like a Game of Thrones, who's going to be the king, all this, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes stuff,
who's going to run
sword fighting, all that. And then turn into a romance in the middle of the season. And then they're like, oh yeah, you know, there is a war going on. We should go back to that by the time the last 3 episodes hit. Which was really, man, it was just, man, it robbed the show of momentum. And in the end of the day, it was basically a typical white savior film, a white savior TV series. ANJIN Blackhorn, he was the key to give them more time. Hiroki Sanada's character, them, the underdogs, more time to basically win the war in the end. Even though he had this speech in the end, it was all bullshit. Like, oh, he's just a pet to me. He amuses me. He's nothing to me. Which I think the writers wrote in for the actor, right, to make him feel better about the series. But guess what? Uncle Jack is right. It was all fucking cap. All fucking cap. How many times did he say ANJIN saved them? Charles, how many times did he save them?
Oh, you're a captain? That would have been a good drinking game. Shoot. It's more than both my hands, that's for sure.
Dude, how many times no one stepped up to basically put out a situation, but Blackhorn was like, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Everybody else was like, I don't know what we gonna do. Like, this is just gonna happen. And here comes Mr. White Savior to save the day. Like, like Johnny Bravo, man. Like, test out and everything. And I mean, it was still well acted. The role was still, everything was well acted, but the story just crumpled. And then we never got the Black Sky finale. They promised this big war invading, not Okinawa, what was it? Kyoto, invading the head base of the evil emperor, and we never got it. We basically got a flash forwards simulation of what was going to happen in the future. Wait.
So they pulled. All right. So they pulled the Reservoir Dogs kind of situation where it happened, but you didn't see it happen?
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Basically, the head king who died and left his son, his baby mama pretends to marry the guy who wants to be in charge. But then on the battlefield, she changes her alliance to Hiroki Sanada's character, which basically means all of his alliances crumbled as she shifted her allegiance to him. So they meet in the middle of this battlefield and there's no fight. There's literally a letter saying like, oh, I'm on his side now. And that's it.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the end of the budget.
Yeah, I was just about to say budget cuts.
And it made no fucking sense. I don't care what pre-planning this strategy. Oh, he's got a plan. Oh, he's got a plan. And it didn't make sense by the end of the series. Like, what? Like, nothing added up. It was all cap. It was all cap, man. And, man, I don't want to see season 2. I don't want to see season 2. I was so upset by the way that shit ended. And it had so much potential to be something different. You thought, you thought we were going to get it right? You thought an American production was going to get it right and make sure, like, okay, yeah, we got ANJIN. He's going to be the assist, but he's not going to be the key to unlock victory. And that was not the case, man. So, I mean, technically, this is what we wanted with YASUKE, black guy in Japan, tearing it up, schooling Japanese women, becoming kings with the emperor. You know what I mean? Like, but it is what it is, man. Like, I was disappointed by the end of Shogun season 2. And I don't think they should continue. Done. Done, man. Like, I mean, what do you guys think, like, for future adaptations of, like, not even adaptations, just shows taking place in feudal Japan, and you have outsiders coming in? Like, are you even going to give it a chance from now on? Or are you just like, you know what, if it ain't from Japan, I'm not going to mess with it?
I think the only thing that's about to come out at some point was there's a game called Ghost of Tsushima, which really had none of that going on over there. It was just straight feudal Japan, you know, survive and save every village, you know? And if they can do that, then I'm pretty sure they can make a feudal Japan movie pretty great, you know? I'm pretty sure. I think it's right now it's getting momentum. It's just been released on PC. So once that gets released, once it gets momentum and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure that Sony at some point is probably going to turn it to maybe a movie to a series. But for a feudal Japan movie to exist here, it just needs to be done with in good taste, without the need of outsiders having to invade Japan and stuff like that. The only issue about it is it's just Mongolians invading Japan, which is basically what's been in history, you know. So I think people will watch a Mongolian invade Japan movie rather than, you know, imperialists or whatever the fuck invading Japan and stuff.
So I got one thing to say in response to that, right? I think that the only issue with that, though, if Shogun displayed anything as far as the way that the story needs to go, there needs to be an insert character that's there. I don't know. There needs to. Hey, listen. You disagree? Decent.
Yes.
Okay.
In fact, I actually want to see them take a way different approach.
Go ahead, brother. You got it.
Next one. Season 2, we do a huge time skip. Late 50s, early 60s, and jump into the Yakuza after World War II and talk about that. I'd rather get like a Godfather. I like to see their take on Godfather.
There is a Tokyo.
That would be way better. Yeah, Tokyo Vice. I watched that. That one's more in the 90s though. I'd rather see how that early day merger of companies in the Yakuza and how that influenced the culture instead of getting to its conclusion, which was in the 90s. I'd rather see how it started out, like how they ended up basically running all of Japan.
Wait, so I got a question though. What's the difference between when I look at Shogun? I've never seen Tokyo Vice, but
same here.
It's well written.
All I'm saying, bro,
it's way more well written and well written, and the characters that are the white characters are not, you know.
They're not saviors. What?
They're told that you are a guest.
Because I mean, they put Baby Driver. They got.
I do admit the white chick though.
Why you gotta pick Baby Driver?
Because he the tallest one on the show, bro.
Yes.
Like that motherfucker's like 6'4", dog.
Hey, could that movie work with any ethnicity? What if it was a black character, or what if Asian character, or a Hispanic character?
Oh, so you talking about like if Shogun would have had a black character or a Hispanic character to come to Japan?
Hell no. No.
So you talking about if Yasuke basically live action, would that work?
I'm
Half
saying
the budget. You get half of the budget.
I mean, it's crazy. Like, look at the way that Hollywood's just casting everything and stuff like that. You know, like a movie's not watchable unless there's a white person in it. Honestly, that's really the behind the scenes and the sad part of production, as far as I'm understanding. You know.
Sure.
Okay, so that makes me wonder about Kill Bill for a second, right?
Right.
Okay.
Could Kill Bill exist as a black character or a Hispanic character, or
What I'm wondering is, why did Kill Bill work without ruffling any feathers? Nobody's offended by Kill Bill.
I'm wondering too.
A female. Why would you be offended? Why would they be offended?
Blonde hair, blue eye.
Nobody has a.
It's more of a revenge story. She just happens.
My bad, brother. I didn't mean to cut your wisdom, brother. Go ahead, Decent Man. My bad.
I was gonna say it's more of a revenge story.
Okay.
The only reason why we're in Japan is because one of the people she needs to get at is there.
Right.
It didn't need to be there, so that's just more of a backdrop than an actual like white savior type character.
Because I'm just playing devil's advocate here, because
He's asking good questions too.
she pulls up to the dojo with smoke. She pulls up to the dojo where they are. she pulls up to where they are, right? And just gets to and like out samurais the samurais.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
Better term. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. 88 of y'all. Bring it.
88
dressed like Bruce Lee.
88.
The 88 of I'll bring it.
The crazy 88. She ran up in their dojo and left out of there with the heavyweight title, bro. Clean it. You know what I mean? Holding that bitch up.
There's the psyche part of it where the white protagonist, male or female, has always been the insert for the underdog in other people's cultures. Because that's what they sold.
Right.
Like exotic culture, Tarzan. Exotic culture, Indiana Jones. Exotic culture, they've sold that for decades. The white character is the underdog.
And for the record, we love Kill Bill. We all love Kill Bill.
Yeah, for sure.
Top tier Tarantino.
That's what's been sold as they're the underdog. You can't sell black guy underdog. They're too intense. That shit, it doesn't work.